Welcome back after the break and the road to success. We are talking about awareness. We talked about subconscious life. People live subconsciously. Most people. Those who started becoming aware began practicing and learning that awareness is 50% of change. That you know what's right for you and what's not right for you. That you constantly improve yourself as we talk about the road to success. We realize we are talking about the roots of success. Not just goals and these things, but the roots of the personality itself. Because the roots are the cause of the branches. Most people talk about goals, saying let's achieve our goals. What about the present? What about this moment? How are you living it? Where are your values? What are their priorities if you don't do it like this? As long as you are following your goals, why? Something attracts you, and why? People who want to lose weight and then gain it back. That's why I spoke to you about self-concept and understand this information. We are saying it for the first time on television. People start to notice that you want to do something, but you don't do it. Why? Because you have a regulated part and a dynamic part. If you don't make them work together, you will find an internal psychological battle constantly, feeling like a failure because you bought a book you don't read, wanting to learn a language and then stopping shortly after. That's what psychologically tiring and feeling of failure and self-frustration. That's why when you understand these two parts and understand how self-esteem is formed from them and the self-image, you know yourself, but how do you implement them? What's awareness? We know awareness. One of the wise men named Zeno, one of his students went to him and said, Master, I now have amazing wisdom. I want you to teach me something to make me better. He said to him, awareness. He said, I know, I am aware. That's why I came to you. Tell me something. He said, awareness. He said, I heard the first one. Why are you repeating it? He said, awareness. He exclaimed, do you think you're making fun of me? He said, no, I want you to step back, move to the left, a step to the right, and back once more. Thus, the pupil, familiar with his mentor's methods, retreated once and then again, toppling into a ditch. As he plummeted, he became quite agitated and exclaimed, what have you done? You desire ridicule upon me. Gazing at him, the response came, consciousness, declaring, I depart, for it appears age has dulled your wisdom. He was instructed, please take a seat. When you came to me and told me you have complete control over yourself and have great wisdom, I told you the first awareness is to recognize the challenges in life. If you did not realize there is a ditch here, you did not. There is a hole here, so when I told you to step back, you fell into it. When you fell there, what happened to you? Your thoughts became negative, your focus became negative. So I told you awareness. The second is a consciousness of your mind and your fervor. The third is sensing your emotions, a spirit granting you a fourth insight. That is the acknowledgement of your deeds, the agitation driving you to effect change in pursuit of wisdom. Be mindful of your acts, thoughts, focus, emotions, and behaviors, for they must be altered for subconscious enlightenment. We function automatically due to negative conditioning. Could you have taken it from the past? We talked before about the spiritual part of living, whether prayer, fasting, anger, quarrels, absence, or gossip. All of these things are not correct. When you come to do them, you pray incorrectly. So you pray, why? Are you fasting by mistake? Why are you fasting? I say that I am the science that I learned, thanks to God Almighty, called Dinamatia neuroadaptation. We teach the nervous system new positive strategies and program it on them until it works with them automatically. This is the purpose of the dynamics of neurosymbiosis principle in it. He saw that every effort has value. Behind every value, there is the intention to benefit. Apple aficionados acknowledge my rich content in the evenings, and I enjoy discussing numerous subjects with others. Science isn't my domain, but it's from the heart. Though I hadn't planned to share, you understand and see clearly. It's evident that each endeavor holds worth with the aim of providing benefit behind it. He observed that every endeavor has purpose. Do you toil for gain? Eat for it. Are your friendships beneficial? Is your TV watching for relaxation? Such intentions persist as you contemplate benefit. With each intent there lies a worth, aiming for greater benefit. Do you pray merely for ritual? When married, is it just a status? Your interaction with children, do you cherish those moments? Why live if not for significance? Each value seeks to benefit, fail to offer higher worth, and why expect success? Do you exist merely to be? Why live if not for impact? Every effort is underpinned by value, intent on benefiting, seek to offer higher value, or else why yearn for success? I recounted to a secretary intent on providing greater advantage, initiate something noteworthy. This is the 45 filing system, meaning the filing method B45. It means 31 days, 12 months, and 2 years ahead. What's important? Leave a bit earlier sometimes, arrive late sometimes, manage your boss's time, learn PowerPoint, learn the internet, start learning how you can create a website. Learned all that? 3 months later, they increased it by $2,000. She told me, it's unbelievable they gave me an increase of $2,000. I told her, no, you increased your value. When you increase your value, your benefits increase, because people don't pay us for our time. They pay us for the value of our time, which needs to be the best it can be. Enhance your worth to others and yourself. In the sight of the Almighty, prayer elevates you. Intensify your personal prayers. Your stature rises instantly. Every pursuit and worth is underpinned by a noble motive. Be it as a parent, sibling, employee, or person. Contemplate how to improve. Recognize your deeds. Know that grievances are commonplace. And stay vigilant about your well-being. Smoking. Let's see the story of smoking. This smoking dates back to the times of Christopher Columbus discovering North America. Some of the natives there used to take certain trees and smoke them. They asked them, what is this? They said, it's smoked. It impressed them, and they took it and then spread it around the world, and it gradually spread. Bit by bit, in an unnatural way. Let's see this smoking. Someone would say, I smoke because it relaxes me. Smoke, and you'll feel relaxed for sure, God willing. So when you say smoking relaxes you, how does it relax you? It makes the nervous system go wild. It causes Alzheimer's, causes memory loss, because it replaces oxygen in the brain with nicotine. It has to exclude it from the brain. It's a disaster in both the worlds, meaning, it causes the most types of cancer, causes Alzheimer's, causes Parkinson's, causes tremors, kidney failure, and causes strokes, both in the chest and the brain. This is just part of what we know. I'm conducting extensive research on it. You can't imagine right now. Great. I've left 44 specialists, one in the religious aspect, one in Sharia, one is currently working. Within a month, I'll gather them all, God willing, and I'll hand them over to you, because I'll be doing things after teaching people in gatherings on how to quit smoking in 4 hours. We'll do it as a drive and use suggestion hypnosis, so people start seeing it, okay? Come see the fatwas here. The Mufti of Egypt told you more than once, and his predecessors, and even outside. And when there was a meeting in New York with 18 Islamic scholars, they said it. It's forbidden for both mind and body. Why are you smoking? Does this imply losing both the current life and the hereafter? Who wishes to contract cancer? Should someone inform you that smoking leads to cancer? Definitely not, but smoking continues. The justification, they label it a habit, they argue it soothes them, but it's false. I adopted this routine before and after meals, during TV time, and amidst friends. Your smoking pals offer constant justifications. If death overtakes with a cigarette, it results in pain in the grave, suffering thereafter. How will you face the Almighty? Will you tell him I was smoking? Is that a life? No, it's not conscious, and it has negative ties linked to happiness, and you've adapted yourself to a futile habit. Don't ask, you spend your money on it, wasting your time. This is the state of health. Everyone wants to be healthy. So what are you doing to be healthy? Do you declare yourself to keep your weight as it is? Before teaching these things anywhere in the world, I have to be an example to myself, to my children, and to my wife, and then to the people I teach. When I was young and just starting to learn ping pong, I was one of Egypt's champions. We used to train every day for 6 to 10 hours, and we didn't even have a single centimeter of flab. Today, I am the same. My weight was 64 kilo back then. Today, it's 68 kilo. So I didn't gain much because I train and play every day, usually an hour at least. It's a habit I've developed. You do some steps and breathe, right? Move your body, do some push-ups. You know your body, you live inside it, inside this garage. So you have to take care of it. Who could take care of you more than yourself? You sit and say, I want to lose weight, and look for someone to help me. Today, life is unawares regarding health. Individuals consume improperly, harbor negative thoughts, and frequently neglect proper breathing. The lung knows when you breathe correctly. And finally, I'll tell you some things afterwards in perceptions and all that, and we have time to talk about things in purity. By the way, the 30 episodes will do, God willing. Live, in which I'll do hypnosis stuff. I'll teach you how to relax, how to engage in inner meditation, and enter a state of peace in 5 minutes and completely disconnect from the world. We'll learn these things